Just said.
Oh, okay.
Question. How long do you think it should take a man to ask a woman? Now, the man, he has his life together, whatever the case. How long do you think it should take a man to ask a woman when to marry her?
If these two people if these two people have their shit together and they're dating, how long should it take?
Yes. How long should it take?
Um, I don't think there's no good time frame. I just think long as you two are on a good, long as you guys know what you want and your goals are both aligned and you understand each other, you have good communication, you have good boundaries, everything is, working good. You don't have major issues. Because I know sometimes some things, some certain things I'm going to take because I love you, so I just have to deal with it. And some things you're going to take because you love me, you're going to deal with it. But
Right.
other than that, I mean, once you get on one accord like that, I don't think it should be that long. I don't know. If it was me and you, I had to really think about it. A couple years. Like well, let me not say a couple years, because it could have been happened. Let me not say a couple years. I said it and I'm like, no. It's just it's however the couple moves.
Okay. So
However the
you
couple
said
moves,
based on that.
it's based on the couple, because depending on what's going on, if you with somebody and it's a lot of drama going on, but you love the person and you feel like they're worth working out this stuff, whatever that stuff is, work it out, then get married.
Gotcha.
Don't get married while you're working it out. I don't feel
Right.
like that's the right choice, because I ain't trying to deal with this too while I'm married. No, now I'm gonna want to leave.
Right.
I feel like you should work out whatever it is you need to work out first. And once you guys are, what I'm saying, not saying other problems aren't going to, come up or arise, but I'm just saying, if you got major issues, if me and your family don't get along, and I know this, and you are really a family guy, you love you, then that's an issue, you know what I'm saying? And if we can't work that out, all right, then eventually we're going to know, say we a year in and this is not getting better.
Right.
Maybe, because who knows? Then what if that couple end up breaking up? But now, say same situation, and we work through it. Your family don't like me, I don't like them, and say you see the flaws, and you're like, you know what? I'm seeing certain things now. I agree with you, and certain things happen, and you. Not saying you discard your family, but you understand and you see what the cause is, and you and your significant other, you work those things out, and you can still move past it and move on. And say now a year comes up, all right, we done worked and jumped over that hurdle, we on to just living life. Oh, then it's at your own discretion.
I can see that. I agree with that.
Because I wouldn't want to carry in problems into my marriage. I don't want to have
Right. It should be fresh. It should be
right.
new.
I don't want to walk
Should
into
be
something and it's
issue-free.
like, we still dealing with this.
That's
No,
true.
I'm not. I don't think it should be that, and that's what I don't want that ever to happen. That's not. That's one of my
agree.
requirements.
And in the relationship, I feel like if all that's the case and everything is on the up and up, in my opinion, 2 years. I guess it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't take you 5-10 years to ask a woman if you want to marry if everything's on the up and up. Like, if it takes that long, you really don't want to do it, or you out here in these streets, because it
Now,
just don't make sense to me.
Now, to get married or to ask?
Ask her. Because in my head, once you ask, it should come soon after.
Right.
It shouldn't ask and then we engage for 3 years and
True.
no.
So if it should take, you said roughly about 2 years for you to be like, you know what, I'm gonna marry you.
Yes.
When did you know you were gonna marry or wanted to marry that person? Because I know it didn't take you 2 years to figure out, damn, I love her enough to marry her. 2 years, and then now let's get married.
Right.
Like, for a man,
For
how
a man,
soon do you know you want to marry a woman?
for a man, that's serious.
Yes.
We know immediately.
What's immediately? Give me a time frame. Like, what's 2 days, a week, 7 days, 2 years?
Within the first 6 months.
You know, within the first 6
Within the
months.
first 6 months, yes. for a man that's like, okay, I'm getting serious within the first 6 months, we know.
Okay, so let me ask this: within that first 6 months, and you know you want to marry this woman, and for the men who do not commit, and they know in the first 6 months, damn, I want to marry her, but they still have not popped that question. What is that about?
They're not serious. They're not serious.
And not serious meaning like,
They got.
what are they not serious about?
They're not serious about being married and being in a relationship. I don't see it, because I've talked to plenty of men, plenty of gentlemen that's in relationships, that's out of relationships, or whatever the case, and we all know. It might not seem that way. We all know. We all know. We all have it. Just like women talk, men talk the same way.
Right, true.
We all know. So if they're not serious. They got their mind, body, whatever is somewhere else. Getting chased by another spider. Jeez Louise. Oh, that's
It's an ant spider. No, I'm good. You can continue.
But yes. But yeah,
He's not serious. If
yeah, he's not serious.
He
He's
may
not.
know, but he ain't serious about marrying her, so he's
Exactly,
not,
yeah.
you know. Meanwhile, now let me ask this. For women who, like, yeah, this is the guy I want to be with and whatever, and say 6 months turned into a year, turned into 2 years, and it's still, you know, you may have talks of marriage, but never nothing where, you know, because some men will leave women just stringing like,
Right.
well, you know,
Which is the wrong thing
this
to do.
is okay. Why are they doing that?
I feel
Do you think it's still because they're just not serious, or
it's both. I think it's two things. They're not serious, and also whatever that woman gives them, they would rather use her for that than to actually be honest with her. So I feel like it's both of those things. They're using her and they're not serious.
I agree. And now let me just side note and tell you guys, he's very accomplished. He's done a lot in his short years of
My
life.
32 years of life.
Right, I didn't want to say your age, but
Yeah.
you've done so much in your 32 years of life that if you were 66, that's when some people will probably be like, well, I'm accomplished now. Like, you've done so much. So for you to say that and leave out the part where some men aren't accomplished yet and they're still fighting for that. So that's another reason, I think, too, third reason, that some men don't commit or don't settle down or get married, because they're not where they want to be. You are where you want to be. You've been there since I met you. So that your angle on not being accomplished, that's not, I don't even think that's in your head, because you are.
Right. That
So
is
that's
true.
something you don't even think about. And most of your friends are. So you don't even think about like, hey, well, he just may not have his shit together.
That is true, because we're not, the conversation's not like, oh, I need a career, I'm doing it, because most of the people that I associate with have a career.
Everybody's-
they're at least well off, like they're doing good in life. They're not a shitbag.
They're still not searching for
Yeah.
something out here.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, that's never brought up in the conversation. It's just like, oh, what you doing?
Right.
I done had these conversations with my friend, like, oh, what's taking you so long? We have asked each other that, like, what's taking you so long? Like, what is it? If you can't give us a reason, like, what's the problem?
Right.
So, yeah. So it's I believe it's those two things, but that is a true thing. That's a true thing.
Yeah.
But I don't believe it shouldn't take 5-10 years, because now you just playing. You just playing with a
True.
woman's heart. Yeah, you stringing somebody along. Like, you shouldn't do that. Like, come on, it's easy. I feel like it's an easy decision to make. Yes, it's a big decision to make, but it's an easy decision to make, and there's two different things. And it being a big decision, as in, yes, I want to marry this person and bring them into my life, and we share one together.
Right.
That's a big decision, because there's a lot of things coming to it. But easy, that I know if I want, if you want to marry a woman or not. You know if you want to keep stringing along. You know if you want to play games. You know this stuff.
True.
Saying that you don't, you're lying.
True.
And if I gave some secrets away, but hey, so be it. Quit being a shitbag.
Stop being a shit bag.